Hi and welcome to Bushy Park. Today you're going to be doing our karting experience, and this is the kart that you're going to be driving. This is the Birrell N35 fitted with a Honda GX270 engine. This kart is capable of 40 to 50 miles an hour, and today is very important and paramount to us at Bushy Park, your safety, and you understand how to operate the kart and get in and out of the kart today. This is the engine on this side. It's a Honda GX270, produces around 9 horsepower, and as I said, the speed that you can hit on the straights today is 40 to 50 miles an hour. When you're 1 inch from the ground, believe me, it will feel like 60, 70 miles an hour. The kart is fitted with the latest protection bodywork, covers on the wheel, front impact, rear impact and side impact. So you're very safe. It's important that even though with these safety protection pods, front and rear, that you have no contact. Okay, so now it's time to get into the kart. Depending on your size, you can select to use a seat insert. You can ask one of our marshals and the seat insert will be put into the seat before you get into the kart. This is foam and basically reduces the size of the seat and makes a more comfortable driving position when you're out on the track. To get into the kart, you must place 2 hands on the steering wheel and step into the seat. Then, slowly, holding the steering wheel, lower yourself down into the seat. Depending on how tall you are, it may be that you need to adjust the driving position. One of our marshals will help you to do this. The seat can be adjusted forward or back. There's also the possibility to adjust the pedals, to bring the pedals back or to bring the pedals forward. So we can accommodate every size of driver. This pedal on the left is the brake pedal. It's very important that you never operate the brake in a sharp manner, as this can lock the rear wheels and send the kart into a spin. It's much better when you're driving that you squeeze the brake pedal so you get progressive braking and the kart stays under control. This pedal is the gas or the throttle, okay? And this increases the speed. It's very important that you never operate both pedals together. If you do this, this kart is fitted with a unique system so that the power disengages to the engine. This stops damage to the engine and can basically save damage to the clutch, but for you, the driver, you will experience a loss in drive. There's nothing wrong with the kart, you just need to operate one pedal at a time. The steering, it's important to hold the steering at a 10 to 2 position. There is an ergonomic grip on the steering wheel, which basically gives you a good grip and control of the wheel. We don't want to see anybody holding the steering wheel at the bottom, as it's not possible to control the kart, as you need lightning reactions, as in a racing car, to keep control of the kart at high speed. When you've finished your experience, you'll be directed into the pit lane, and by one of our marshals, you stay in the kart until they basically indicate to you to exit the kart. When you exit the kart, it's a reverse procedure. You must hold the sides of the seat, stand back in the seat like this, and exit to the left. This is important because now, after your session, the engine can be very, very hot. This is the exhaust, and this gets very hot. So what we don't want to see is someone trying to push back on the engine, touching the exhaust, which would cause injury. Basically, what we're saying, keep away from the engine and always exit the kart to the left. Okay, so it's nearly time for you to get onto the Bushy Park racing circuit. We've gone through the operation of the kart, but now, even more important, is your safety whilst you're on the track. Our marshals obviously use a range of flags to indicate to you what is happening on circuit. The first flag that you will see is the Barbados flag. Normally we start all events with the waving of the flag, or we may use the circuit red lights going off which are situated on the start-finish line. Probably the most important flag is the yellow flag. This basically indicates that there is an incident ahead. If a marshal is waving a yellow flag, you must reduce speed, no overtaking, and look ahead in the circuit. There may be an obstruction or blockage on the circuit, and we don't want to see you going into the corner and getting involved in the same incident. Yellow flag, slow down, no overtaking. Once the yellow flag is removed, you can resume normal racing speed. It's very rare, but in some instances we have an incident that is serious and we display the red flag. If you see a red flag, it's very important that you reduce your speed and bring the cart to a controlled stop. We don't want to see drivers slamming on the brakes and just stopping as quickly as possible. Bring the cart to a controlled stop, have a bit of vision, you may be able to see the incident ahead, and then stay in the cart. Don't move until you're directed by one of our marshals. When you're out on the track, depending if you're fast or if you're slow or you're just hanging on, enjoying the experience, you may be displayed the blue flag. The blue flag indicates to you, the driver, that a faster driver is coming up behind and is going to overtake you. Don't panic. It's not a problem. We don't want to see drivers trying to look behind to see where the other drivers are. Continue in the line that you're taking, and the faster driver behind will make his own way past. But the blue flag, someone is trying to overtake you. The next flag is a warning flag. You don't want to see this. The warning flag means that maybe you've been making contact or driving in a dangerous manner. If you're shown this, you're potentially risking the session being cut short for you and the end of your driving experience. Give the cart respect, give your fellow racers respect. If you get the warning flag, that's not what we want to see. Our marshals will watch your driving. Any contact, any bumping, any weaving, you're going to see the warning flag. In serious cases, the black flag. That means your experience is over. If you're shown the black flag, that means your driving manner is unacceptable. Bumping, weaving. If our marshal decides that you're a danger to yourself and to others on the track, you'll be displayed the black flag. After receiving the black flag, on the next lap, you must enter the pits and have a debrief with our marshal. The end of the session is marked by the classic checkered flag. After the checkered flag, on the finish line, you must not overtake. You must reduce your speed and, as directed by our marshals, make your way back to the pit lane. As well as our flag system, we also run two information boards. The first board is warning contact. If you're showing this board, our marshal has spotted you driving aggressively. It may be that you've bumped into another driver and you're repeatedly making contact. If you get this board, this is, as it says, warning contact. Next time around, if your driving continues in this fashion, you're going to start to see possibly the warning flag and, in serious cases, the black flag and the end of your session. The other board that we use is the pedals board. Whilst driving and passing the finish line, if our marshal shows you the pedals board, it means that he has spotted that you are operating the throttle and the brake at the same time. This is potentially dangerous. As we discussed before, the speed of the cart will become reduced. Potentially, it could mean that other carts could bash into the back of you, and we don't want that. Pedals. Get this board, think about what you're doing. Press the gas or the brake. Don't press both pedals at the same time. Pedals board.